Hey everybody, it's vintage stylist Diana Prince with the Pinup Master Course, and this is the lovely Kristen. And today she is on a little mini set here, as you can see, that I built. And today we are going to cover vintage gloves and vintage hats. I also have some vintage props over there near her just to keep everything authentic looking, but I have two pillbox hats for her so far. Hopefully we can continue this and make this a series. She looks gorgeous. I kept her hair very simple and elegant because I wanted a vintage and an upscale look. And so she has the pillbox hat, which is seen the years, but on camera it looks really good. And that's what I love about all of my props that are vintage, that, you know, they obviously have some age and some stories, some interesting stories to tell. And I'm really, I feel very lucky to be able to own them, and they're precious to me. So I love the gloves, and as soon as she puts everything on, I'm just gonna get a little bit closer to her. But I'll continue to describe her look. I love the green dress. It really, you can see how much of a redhead she is when she wears green. I love that. It looks really good with her skin. And when she stands up, I will show you how beautiful the style looks on her. It's really good. She's obviously got great curves, total pinup right here. And that's why I'm lucky that she is the official plus size pinup for the Pinup Master Course. I'm very fortunate that she agreed to this. And I'm happy because, as you guys may or may not know, she is a professional model. So I love her shoes, very simplistic patent leather, with the very small platform, and you'll see the details of the dress. But the gloves, I love the details on them, and you can shop on eBay. That is my suggestion, because eBay is amazing for finding deals. And sometimes, you know, you really got to check out the size charts, and you got to look and see what type of rating that the seller has, and things like how long it's going to take to get to you if you're looking for something for a photo shoot. But she looks gorgeous. And again, this is a really old school hat, and it wasn't perfect right here when I got it, but I was still excited. But I did a Jackie O recreation, and I think that's where that part came from Transit. So definitely take care of your vintage things when you buy them. Don't just throw them aside or shove them in the bag, because they've been around for a long time, even if they haven't been used. I think just the environment and just sitting around can kind of take its toll. So I love what she's wearing. She's going to stand up, and I'm going to have to get way back here, I predict. Yes. And she looks gorgeous, and she's going to pull her dress down a little bit more a little bit more. See how beautiful? Wow. I mean, talk about detail. It's got details. It looks like pleats. Wow, beautiful. Right after the waist. I love the bow. I love the top, which seems to be a popular design, that netting kind of look with a lot of pinup and vintage dresses that I've seen. It fits her perfect, and I love the material as well. I mean, this is an hourglass figure. This is what we call an hourglass figure. And I love the details of the gloves. I just want to get close one more time. Very nice. And somebody borrowed these and used these. That's what I'm saying. You have to really keep up with your vintage stuff if you plan on wearing it more than one time, or plan on doing more than just collecting it. So this would be look number one. And I want her to keep this dress on and continue. So she's going to sit down, because we're going to do this all in one. Even if I break it up, we're going to do this all in one segment. So we have a different set, and this is like an off-white, almost like a cream color. And again, I've noticed that the material on the gloves are made out of, it's kind of like a sporting material, almost netting. And I'll show you guys in a second. And I've seen that with a lot of gloves in the past. Once I started researching, I realized that a lot of the gloves were made that way. So what's really cool is that it definitely has that vintage look if you study them. And then if you look closely, they've got the big button. And so I just absolutely love them. I mean, they're adorable. I've now found a new vintage passion, and that is the gloves. I'm so into the gloves. I've always been into the hats. So she has a pillbox hat that matches, and again, it's kind of a cream and I guess an ivory, if you will, an off-white. Oh, I love it. She looks perfect. I'm glad that she chose. She has another dress too, and I really love this one. But I love the details, and the gloves and the hat are actually like the off-white color that the pearls are, the choker that she's wearing. So it looks really good, and I love this hat. Apparently, this one I didn't damage in transit. I need to get a hat, but yeah, it came and it was like in almost perfect condition. I love it. I love it with her whole entire look and everything she's wearing. So there's so many different pairs of gloves, different styles that are vintage. She's going to grab some of the vintage props over there. I have a vintage perfume bottle, which I can't pronounce the correct term. I believe it's a French word. It's not that I don't know it, I just can't pronounce it. So I'm just going to say perfume sprayer or diffuser, I don't know. But I love it, and that is like one of the oldest things I own. It's probably from the 1940s. And then the two brushes over there, I don't know if she can reach them, are both old as well and very heavy. The material is very old school. It's got the long bristles, and it's a metal brush, if you will. So that's what you carry in your purse, ladies, back in the day. When you wanted, you didn't carry a gun, you carried one of those inside your purse. And then my vintage phone below, which is really cute, that my friends donated to me, got me from a thrift store. And I was so happy because on eBay, I tried so long to buy one of these and could never get one within my price range. So I love it. And she got it for like $4 or $5. I'm very excited about that. And the two cameras that look like they're cameras over there, they're not. They're actually piggy banks, you guys. They look like cameras, but they're piggy banks. So I want her to try on one more last pair of gloves, which is the brown ones. And I have no hat right now to match, but these I find interesting because of the style. They remind me more of gloves that you would wear definitely during the winter and not necessarily somewhere upscale, because they are short, but not just because they're short. The material's leather, and they don't really have like a form of the defined like feminine form-fitting feeling. Yeah, they're just, but I really like the color. And again, if you were going somewhere, I mean, they are leather, so you'd put those on. And I mean, I guess they are fashionable. I've seen Marilyn Monroe and some that were just like that, and they were all black. So I think that would look good with the black dress. But those are definitely what I would seek for warmth and fashion, because I think you're going to be warm in something like that. And they just really have no design to them. But they are vintage. They are brown. There's something that's what's different about them, and they're in great condition. I mean, a lot of the stuff I get, whoever had these items, they really took care of them, and that's exactly what you have to do if you want to keep them. So for now, this is it. I think we're probably going to do a second segment, and I'm going to incorporate some scarves with her second dress. And thank you for tuning in, and I hope everybody gets some styling and inspiration ideas from the Pinup Master Course. And thank you to my lovely model, Kristen.